that's a big part of leveling up, and also just unlearning and relearning certain things you grew up that you question everything. To be honest, everything someone tells you, question the things. Like, we sitting up here telling you
like Google that shit for yourself.
Do your own research on everything, because that's how you're gonna really be able to become your own man and live outside of these societal constructs that tell you, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. No, you can do literally whatever you want to do, but you also want to have some control about you in your, because you don't want to be just giving in to all your lower inhibitions whenever you want, because that's also being controlled at the same time. Like if you have addictions, or it can be some type of drug, it could be sex, it could be video games, or whatever.
Any bad habit, bro.
Yeah, any bad habit. If you are just doing it whenever you feel like it, it has control over it, and you want full control of your mind while you're playing this game called life.
Because if not, you're on autopilot. You never want to be on autopilot. That's why they say you got to focus on the present. Always focus on the present. Because you might think these days are just slugging by. They're going actually really fast. Mm-hmm. Time is moving. Like one day you gonna wake up and you gonna be like 5 years older. You gonna be like, damn, where my life go? Hey, we told you. We told you that. Hey, we told you to start reading, start being a better person.
Facts. And that time thing, that's a very big part of it. It's like you have to treat it. People treat life like money is
everything.
You know, they treat it like time is infinite and money is scarce. When money is infinite and time is what's really scarce.
Time is very scarce, and that's some shit you cannot get back. That's why you gotta be careful, like what job you pick. Like it's a lot of things. Yeah, you might be making good money for your time, but like you're not getting that time back. You're not getting it back. And you know, some people, they don't care too much about family and shit like that. But me personally, I feel like that's the one thing you should try to like spend time with your family, because when they're all really said and done, what you gonna have? You can't take the money with you. Only thing you gonna have is memories, for real.
And I don't think anybody can put a value. You shouldn't allow anybody to put a value on your time. You don't, like, if you're trading time for money to build, like if you're using a job like that as a stepping stone, that's cool. Or if you're really doing something that you want and it's paying you a hell of a lot, like you're a doctor or a lawyer and that's your passion, all that's cool. But if you're doing some bullshit and like, it's like, there's no way that you can, like, everybody has a better version of their self in their mind. And it's just about getting that out of your mind and walking in that, becoming that when it comes to leveling up.
And that'd be another thing. Like I feel like some people, they be acting like they don't got dreams and goals. Like I look at my dreams and I'm like, damn, I really want to accomplish this stuff. But then I see other people and be like, I wonder, do they still have the same dreams? Because you can achieve every single one of your dreams, every single one. But it's like you have to do it. Like if you never put the time in, you're never gonna get nothing out of it.
And then the day people stop chasing those dreams and goals is the day they start dying. To be honest, and a lot of people give up way too early or just before that breakthrough came. And the thing about it, success is not a straight line. It's gonna be peaks and valleys, ups and downs. It's gonna be minor setbacks here and there, but as long as you keep going and never quit, you're gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? There's like, I can't think of a single person I know that has been consistent and persistent and hasn't made it in life.
It's one of the only things people, like successful people, have in common. They're persistent. It's not like they do this one thing and they even like one hit wonders. There's really no such thing as a one hit wonder in my book. Cause I bet you that wasn't the first song they made. I do not believe it. And if that shit came overnight, that shit left overnight. Mm-hmm. Straight like that. Yeah, I feel like as long as you working and enjoying the process of it, what you doing, you'll be fine. Mm-hmm. That's one of my mottos, you know? Like when I'm running, right foot, left foot. I be thinking, as long as I put this foot over this foot, I'm gonna eventually get there.
Yeah,
and then I always get there.
That's just focus, and that's a part of focusing on the present. That's what makes your run so easy. That's like, you know what I'm saying, the army mentality, the left, right, left. Like, When they're running, they're just literally thinking about their steps and being in line with everybody else. They're not thinking about how tired they are or where the finish line at or when we're gonna stop. They just literally that's getting that flow state of yeah, I'm just running right now. I'm not worried about the aches and pains and stuff in my body. I'm just going.
Yeah. And that's literally how you get anything you want done. Just focus on the present. Like don't just keep on trucking on. As long as you keep doing that, you gonna get there. And then when you get there, you gonna turn around like, damn, I did that shit. That's tough. And then it's on to the next thing. Like never stop, never get complacent. Because I do believe like once you get complacent in this world, you will die. You will die.
And that'll bring me into my next topic, which is literally all the limits that you feel that you have, they all start here. They all start in the mental. Like any like your limiting the beliefs are what's stopping you in life from achieving your goals, basically.
Yeah.
And that's if people that are working certain jobs, they make excuses or like, oh, they're rich because of this, they're rich because of that. Well, he sold his soul, he did this, he did that. When you having those type of beliefs, that's just limiting yourself because now you feel like, oh, I have to sell my soul if I want to get rich. And that's not the case.
That's not the case at all. And really, you hating at that point. You can't be hating on people. Hating on people is bad vibe. Why did that shit is bad juju? That is bad juju.
Yeah,
you might get asked a question, you feel like, I wonder how they do it. And like, if that's the question, just ask.
Yeah, because you can learn from them people. Like 90% of the time, like if someone is rich and there's something that they're doing that you're not. And one of the guys I see as my mentor, he actually was talking about watching videos of people that went from basically nothing to thousandaires or millionaires or billionaires, and the thing that people need to focus on is not when he was at nothing and not when they're a billionaire. No, you gotta focus on that space in between, and that's what you ask the questions about. Like, what were you doing before that song came? Like, how are you aligning yourself? Like, how are you networking? How are you getting in these spaces with these people? How are you putting yourself around other rich people? Those are the things you gotta work on or ask questions about to get where you're trying to go.
Definitely, and it don't even if he's not technically in your field, like you can literally meet a millionaire in wherever you live. There's probably a millionaire wherever you live. If you live in any major city, there's a millionaire there, and like you might not know he is, but if you just happen to bump into him, ask the question. I promise you, they won't get mad. 9 times out of 10 they won't get mad because all they really want to do is teach. Like someone that will actually listen to them.
Yeah, it's like one thing about it is like people like that, they love to talk, especially if someone's that's really willing to listen, especially when they see someone that's a hard worker. They don't like bullshitters. I don't like bullshitters. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I don't like bullshitters. And like, but if you're a hard worker and you're aligning yourself by like, going to seminars or finding or asking or paying for mentorship, like that's a big step too. Like if you like the best game is always gonna be sold and not told. It's like people they work hard to acquire certain information, so why should you even feel like you should get it for free? You understand? Like of course like the game we're giving y'all now is free, but eventually we might have a Patreon and we're going to be talking about certain things on there because at the end of the day, we're going to want to feel compensated for our time. You know what I'm saying? We still going to be on the tool for y'all too.
Definitely. But when you get it to that stage anyway, you're really acquiring knowledge. You're soaking it in. So it'd be like you just want to be around other people like you, really. Most information is free now. Like you can find this, like you can find a lot of information for free.
You can literally creating your own luck is just being prepared and the opportunity. That's the being prepared for the opportunity. That's what creating your luck is. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who was quote unquote lucky. Like, nah, they were just prepared for the opportunity. If I practiced the violin for 10,000 hours and I'm going to violin shows and this and that, and one day I go to a show and for some reason they got a violinist out sick, and I've been practicing all the songs. I know all the songs. I'm not lucky if they pick me to, if they're like, they pick me to be in the show. I was prepared for the opportunity.
Yeah. And that's a big one. That's a big one. There's really, that's all luck is. And you got to take advantage of the opportunity. A lot of people are opportunity be in your face, but you don't know it is. So you don't take it. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to be prepared and actually take it. Like, in this life, you're going to have to take a risk. If you're scared to take a risk, you might as well stay at home. Like, I'm telling you, you got to take a risk.
Yeah, you got to, like, walk, like, everybody's talking about walking by faith, but you can't be walking by faith and be led by fear at the same time. It's like, if you want to play life safe like how society wants you to, then go ahead. But like, you really trying to be out here, be successful, break out of this societal constructs, and do what you really want to do, you're going to have to take risks no matter what.
Yeah. And that's why it is good to have somebody, even if you don't got somebody in your court, have something. Go get spiritual. You might want to go get spiritual too. Get something, no matter what you believe in. Get a God, get a universe, get something. Something to believe in to help you, just to keep pushing you on. Straight like that. And then really walk by faith. And then I bet you everything will work out. Just work hard, everything will work out.